Hey truck lovers, welcome back, where we dive deep into classic rides that defined an era. Today, we're rolling back the clock to talk about one of the most iconic American pickups, the vintage Dodge Ram. If you love raw power, rugged design, and that old-school truck charm, stick around, because this episode is for you. History of Dodge Ram Vintage. The Dodge Ram name first appeared in 1981, but the roots of this legendary truck go way back. Before Ram became a household name, Dodge had been making reliable trucks since the early 1900s. But it was the first-gen Ram, the D-Series, that truly set the stage for the beastly machines we know today. That iconic Ram hood ornament? It was originally used in the 1930s, but Dodge brought it back in the 80s, and it became the defining symbol of power and toughness. Footage of first-gen Dodge Rams in action. The first generation of Dodge Ram trucks ran from 1981 to 1993, and these bad boys were built to work hard. Available in half-ton, three-quarter-ton, and one-ton configurations, they were rugged, simple, and packed with attitude. Inside, Dodge made a few key updates compared to earlier D-Series trucks. The instrument panels were redesigned, the interior had more creature comforts, and the ride quality improved. But make no mistake, this was still a working man's truck. Under the hood, you could get a range of engines, from a straight 6 to a big block V8. And let's not forget the legendary Cummins turbo diesel that debuted in 1989. That engine turned the Ram into a serious competitor in the heavy-duty truck world. Then came the game-changer, the second-gen Ram in 1994. This truck looked mean, bold, and totally different from anything else on the road. Dodge gave it that big rig styling with a massive front grille that made it look like a semi-truck. And people loved it. Not only did it look tough, but Dodge packed it with powerful engine options, including the 5.9L Magnum V8, and of course the legendary Cummins turbo diesel. If you wanted torque, this truck delivered. The second-gen Ram wasn't just about looks, it was built to perform. It dominated in towing, off-roading, and daily workhorse duties. This era of Rams became instant classics, and to this day, they have a huge fan base. Why vintage DODG Vintage Special? So, what makes vintage Dodge Rams so special today? Well, for one, they're built like tanks. These trucks were made during an era when durability was key. They don't have all the fancy electronics of modern trucks, which means fewer things to go wrong. Plus, they have that raw, mechanical feel, no drive-by-wire nonsense. No touchscreen overload. Just you, the truck, and the open road. And let's not forget the nostalgia factor. If you grew up in the 80s or 90s, chances are you saw these trucks everywhere on farms, construction sites, and highways. Owning one today is like owning a piece of American automotive history. TPS for buying a vintage Dodge Ram. Thinking about buying a vintage Dodge Ram? Here are a few things to keep in mind. First, check for rust. These trucks were built tough, but the body panels can be prone to rust, especially in colder climates. Next, check the engine. Whether it's a gas V8 or a Cummins diesel, make sure it's been well maintained. A poorly cared for engine can lead to expensive repairs. Also, take a look at the frame and suspension. If the truck was used for heavy towing or off-roading, you'll want to make sure there's no excessive wear and tear. And finally, don't be afraid to pay a little extra for a well-maintained truck. A clean, low-mileage vintage Ram will hold its value much better than a rust bucket. So there you have it, a look at the history and legacy of the vintage Dodge Ram. If you're a fan of these classic trucks, let us know in the comments what's your favorite model year. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next classic car deep dive. Until next time, keep those engines roaring and stay classic.